Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right. Today, another episode of GXG News Network. Remember, we are the unofficial comedy news network for the Intellivision Amico. That's right. And guess what? You can talk about Amico here all you want. All you want. All opinions are welcome. Do you love the wood grain like I do? I hope you do, right? The old man cringe community loves the wood grain, right? And I really, really love the wood grain. I just don't like bad business practices, right? I don't like consumers getting, the short end of the stick, as they say. And when it comes to the world of Intellivision Miko, as you've learned, nothing means what it's supposed to mean. That's part of the show, right? With this console, not only you get physical products that are not games, you also get mind games, right? You've never had so much fun with a console that doesn't exist. Uh, Try to get that on the PS5. There's no Xbox Game Pass for that, fellas. This is where the real entertainment is at. Now, if you join me for the watch along party, you had tons of fun because we got to watch one of the biggest banning sprees in history. That's right. If you didn't believe that this was a sponsored show, you should believe now. I always tell my friends, especially the ones that like these people on the show, I say, good people do good things. Oh, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Well, great guys do great things. That's how you become a great guy. But when I ask for the evidence of this greatness or this goodness, it falls a little short. You know what I'm saying? It falls a little short. At least in my standards, or I don't know, reality, you know? Not the comedy world. In comedy world, it's absolutely right on point. So let me take you here to Chuck's interpretation of events of yesterday. Now, if you were, just somebody that doesn't know anything, and just looked at the show, you would have said, "Hey, that's not fair. They're banning people here. They're banning paying customers. How do you, how do you take somebody's money and then don't talk to them when they disagree with you and this and that and the other?" Oh, welcome to the world of Amico. That's exactly what happens. They'll take your money. As soon as you disagree, yikes, you got another thing coming. And in this case, it's comedy. Let's see what the undisclosed investor, Mr. Chuck, has to say about yesterday's events and how he feels about the whole thing. We got a video here that we're going to look at. Oh, look, Amico Forever Show. Thank yous. I appreciate this community. Diving into an update of sorts. Thanking the community for the support of cleaning up Wednesday live show. Oh, so the community cleaned it up. Huh. I thought it was King Mullis and King DJC censoring people because it's, a sponsored show, undisclosed investors, aka infomercial, right? But what do I know, Let's get into it. Let's have him explain it to us. Let's see what he comes up with.
What's up, everyone? I'm the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios.
All right.
Well, welcome to the show, and what am I doing? Playing cornhole?
Yo quiero cornhole.
Put these down. I want to thank everyone out there in the community, the Intellivision community, and especially the Amico community, the supporters. It's been overwhelming. We've gotten new members, we've gotten new viewers, we've got a lot of people that have thankful and returned to our Wednesday show because they can chat amongst each other about retro gaming or whatever topics we're talking about. Like I said from the beginning of this show, if we're not talking Amico, it is a retro gaming show. And
okay, but Amico isn't a retro gaming console according to Television, and it is called Amico Forever. And you didn't really talk about the Amico. You see where the comedy's coming from? Oh, it's gonna get better.
We like to keep everything like that on topic. And right now,
see that hard cut on topic? He couldn't hold his laughter, I bet.
As far as Amico goes, we're just waiting, And yeah, as we've all waited, I understand the frustration of waiting. Trust me, I have 2 pre-orders. I
Me
want my
too.
wood grains.
I want my wood grain too. But there was news, Chuck. Didn't you hear? Phil Adam answered my tweet.
you know, um, now as far as me been testing it, it's even harder because now I'm like, now I really want my wood grain.
Whoa.
I really want my pre-order. So to just waiting to hear, hopefully something, very soon. And
But like I said, we did hear something from the company officially, from Phil Adam. But see, you would have to acknowledge me. That's kind of weird, huh? Right. Anyway, but yeah, he's trying to find what did he say? It was a production solution, or, you know, trying to solve a problem that you don't talk about in the show. But, apparently there is a problem and they're trying to solve it. I think that's something the community might want to know. Let's get into it.
and from Intellivision officially, and that's pretty much where we're at now. So if there is no news, we've been doing some great retro topics. Like I said, it is called
There is news. Tommy went to a concert. Before, I remember you guys would talk about the concerts all the time. And also remember you guys saying that people should come in and ask questions about the Amico, right? And there's also, this little matter of a lawsuit, and people, investors such as yourself, because you have to remember not all investors made money. You're the only investors that actually made money. The rest of the investors haven't made money. So they would be interested in the news of Tommy Tallarico not having, you know, enough money to pay furniture, even though the company had reportedly, by what we can document, $16.4 million, just need 110, right? So is that dramatic? A little bit, but still Amico related.
Amico Forever, the ultimate gaming live stream. We talk all
The ultimate gaming live stream. How can it be the ultimate gaming live stream if you don't have a console?
gaming on there, and we've really been having fun with the crowd. And I just
Having fun with the crowd. See? Things don't mean what they're supposed to. To you, having fun means actually having fun. To them, having fun means Mike Mullis banning you for asking pertinent questions about the company.
just wanted to give a big thank you to everyone for the support out there, and please join us on Wednesdays and talk some retro games.
But see, if they don't want to talk about retro games, it's called Amico Forever. Amico Forever. Forever. Amico Forever. Not talking forever about retro games.
If there is some Amico news, we will get on that.
But you didn't get on that. You didn't get on that. The show's called Amico Forever. We have pertinent news, and you didn't get on that. Let me show you what you didn't get on. Right? If you don't want to get on, something about my tweet because I'm me, right? Let's talk about Earthworm Jim 4, right? Earthworm Jim 4 that, just happens to be a big reason, right? The people bought the console. Maybe a big reason that the people that invested based on your prompting could have invested in the company too, because, even though you don't admit it, it is documented on video that you said it was a no-brainer. All right? So this is relevant. I am not involved in Earthworm Jim 4. The Shiny team did get together for a reunion that Tommy Tallarico organized. He also used that to start a live stream to the world to talk about the Amico console that he was spearheading, of which Earthworm Jim 4 was going to be one of the titles released on that console. At the reunion, we all did get together privately and talked about ideas for the next Earthworm Jim game. But that was the extent of it for me. It was a fun moment where it felt like the old team was back together. I believe some of the other original Shiny members were interested in making it, though. Now, this was described by Mike Mullis, the producer, as, or 101023, same thing, as a disgruntled person with an axe to grind, or something to that effect, which you can see is an actually false statement. Good people do good things. I don't know why somebody would characterize this as that, because that would be a lie. Right? That would be a lie if you think that this person has an axe to grind. That's a very simple statement. Now, if you guys don't believe to this point that this is not an infomercial or sponsored content in any way, that's fine. But it's acting that way. You have an undisclosed investor that doesn't put any disclaimers on anything that he does related to the company. You can't dissent. You can't say anything negative about the company on his show. Just like you would at some place you work. I can't get on here and tell you bad things about my job because I'll get fired, right? And if my company was sponsoring this video, I could not say anything, and I would have to ban anybody, besmirching the honor of my company, right? That's what a sponsored video would look like. That's where these gentlemen here are acting like agents of the company. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's not. It's a fan cast. Get it? It's Amico world. It's comedy all around. I think that is disingenuous. Good people do good things. I keep hearing that these are great guys. Great guys do great things. Good people do good things. That's what I hear from the other side. I need to show, you need to show me proof here, right? Because these gentlemen are acting as agents of the company, and they do the same thing. They'll take your money, and when you don't complain, when you complain or have a dissenting opinion, all of a sudden you didn't get your money's worth. What happened to the prior Amico supporters? What happened to them when they disagreed? What happens to customers here when they have questions about things that they said that were going to happen? This man on screen told you that you were going to get your money back. This man on screen told you that it was a no-brainer. Good people do good things. I need you to show me where. Where is the good in any of this? It's the Amico. It's all comedy. Oh, man. The times we've had, right? And where we're at now. You know, I think the fans deserve better. I really do, right? And we have to point these things out. Mr. Chuck has an open invitation to this channel to do an interview, but of course he's already said on the record, you can go check it out in Saggy Melon's reaction to Pat's video, that he has blocked all negative channels. So he's not even going to see this or hear this or what have you. But the evidence is there for you to see. You don't have to agree with me or disagree, whatever you're free to say whatever you want, as long as it's within the terms of the agreement, right? We can agree that we love the console. I think that most customers of the Amico can agree on that. Everybody that's ordered a console or two like myself, we can agree on that. I think that most of us can agree that customers should be treated fairly. I think that asking about what's going on in the company that's being reported is not something that should be banned if you run a channel, if you run a show based on this console. If it's called the Amico Forever and you can't talk about the Amico. It's like Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club. The first rule of Amico Forever is we don't talk about the Amico or you will be banned. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.
New videos every week. Make sure you don't miss out and subscribe.